friends, happy Thursday to you guys. Hope y'all are enjoying your week and maybe have some exciting plans for the weekend. I just got back from golf, so I thought I should shower before I start playing with makeup. So one, I don't look so gross, and two, that I can make a fresh face to go out later today. So I've got a couple of different eye looks that I want to play with today, and I also just wanted to show you some of my favorite colors and just kind of introduce you to Shadowsense if you've never gotten to play with it before. One is a cream to powder finish, and it's so easy to use. I feel like this is the beginner eye makeup person's best friend because you don't really have to know how to put makeup on, how to put eye makeup on, because you have lots of time to play around. Usually with those powders, you know, once you put them on, they're set and you have to go wipe all your eye makeup off. But these are just so easy to put on. You can make it, you know, heavy. You can make it real thin and sheer by just really basically blending it out. So you can do whatever you want with it. I really love these shimmers. This one's Pink Opal Shimmer, and it's a great base for your eye color. And it's going to be, I'm using it in both of my things I'm doing today. And then the other one that I use all the time as my base is the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. This is probably one of the most popular ones because you get just a little coverage and a little shimmer, and that's the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and it looks great on everybody's skin tone, and it's really pretty. You can also use any of these shimmers if you want to add a little extra shimmer around your eyes. You can just put it on there and kind of pat it in. So love these. So today I wanted to do my basic pretty much my basic eye that I do every day, but I'm going to try coming up with that new peach color that I posted about the other day and see what that looks like together. So the peach was made by mixing the shimmer Copper Rose and the Pink Opal Shimmer, and there's a number of ways that you can mix these colors together. You could do it on a little piece of wax paper, but really I do all of my mixing on the side of my hand because it's just easy, and then it just wipes right off. So never having experimented with this before, I'm just going to swipe a little bit on there. Somebody's here. Is it FedEx? Uh-oh. Oh, it's probably the hay guy. Sorry. All right. I'm just wiping these two on my hand right there, and then I'm just going to mix it together with the end of the brush that I'm going to use to apply. And you don't have to apply. That's the great thing about Shadowsense. You don't have to use brushes to apply. You can just put it on with your finger too. So if you wanted to just mix it on your hand like that and then put it on your eye with your finger, you can do that. Let's see. Might have to add a little more Pink Opal Shimmer. Uh-oh. Zach, will you get that, please? Is it the hay guy? Just tell him I can't come to the door right now if you need something.
Yes, she is busy with a video right now. I'll check one of those ones there. I got some asphalt.
Hey, Zach. Hey, yes. Sorry. Just, will you give him Dad's number, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
My dad's number.
Okay, sorry. You never know who's going to show up while you're doing a live video. So, okay, I think that worked pretty well. This is the peach color that I mixed with the Pink Opal Shimmer and the Shimmer. Oh my gosh, there's too many shimmer names. Shimmer Copper Rose on here. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to pat it on the end of my brush since it's already on my finger and I'm only going to do one eye. I'm going to look crazy. But I'm just patting all that on there. And again, you could just do that with your finger, but with the shimmers especially, it helps to pat them and not rub them because else you kind of end up rubbing all the shimmer off. I mean, not the shimmer, but the color. It doesn't show up as much if you don't pat them. Well, I think I like that a lot. I know you can't really see that, but I could add more Pink Opal Shimmer if I wanted that to be a little pinkier, but that looks pretty peach to me. Okay, and so here's the other thing we were talking about. The way that you apply your eye makeup is totally going to be dependent on the shape of your eye, just all sorts of factors. And so it's really helpful to play around and see what you like to do, and then also to go find pictures on the internet of people that have done cool eye makeup and see their eye shape and see if it looks like yours. I would also love to, come over and I can help you play around and figure out which one works best for you. But for me, because I have a good actual crease, I don't really take my eye makeup, and I'm a basic eye person. I don't do fancy makeup. I don't ever really take it up much more on my brow bone above that. This one, if you kind of open your eye up, it does get a little up there. I know it's really hard for you to see, but just a little bit up there. But I don't go all the way up to my brow bone. Sometimes I will do just a little bit of the shimmer right underneath my brow bone, or I'll come back in with the eye illuminator, which is the eye cream with the pearlizer mixed in, and I'll tap that up there because that makes it real pretty. But for a real basic eye, that's just what I like to do. I keep it pretty much into the crease. And then I will do what I always do, which is garnet on the outer edge, just because it just gives a tiny little pop to my eye, and that's really all I need to do. So with this, you can either put it on your brush or you can just dot it on your eye. I just really dot it on my eye. And again, I don't use very much, so this tube of Shadowsense will last me an eternity because of that. So, and then I have this brush I bought from Ulta, and I really like it because it's kind of tapered at the end. It's really easy to use, and so I just kind of brush it then into the inside of my eye, because then I'm kind of getting it, it's blending a little bit. It's heavier on the very edge and getting lighter. But I basically just keep it on this very outer edge, and I don't go too much further in now. That's pretty dark and heavy. You could do obviously a lot less. That's actually also a brand new tube of Shadowsense, or newer, so it comes out, it comes off the brush really quickly. So so then I would just blend that in. And the other great thing about these shadows is you can go back over them. Like if I felt like that was too dark, I could really just pop on a little. I could take the pink opal shimmer and I could just put it on my finger or a brush, whatever you want to do. But I could go back in and just kind of pat it over wherever I felt like has gotten too dark. That changed it up really quickly. And if I want to add a little more pink into the rest of it, I can do that as well. So super, super easy. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to have skills. That was 2 colors that I just put on my eye, and it is a great look. And I don't have mascara on yet, but I'll do that later because I wanted to show you guys the difference between using the mascara by itself and using it with the Undersense. Makes a big difference. So I wanted you to see that. I'm going to check on my computer. I don't see anybody commenting, so just to make sure that nobody is commenting, I'm going to look real quick before I move on to the other one. And the other one, I'm going to do the denim one because that will be lots of fun. But I'm going to use Sierra's picture as kind of a guide because I really like it. It's the Sunset Eye Trio, and the Sunset Eye Trio is the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, the Shimmer Copper Rose, and the Denim, which could be really scary. But you could also, if you like to have a little more glitter, I really love the rose gold glitter. It looks very similar to the Copper Rose Shimmer, except for it's glittery instead of shimmery. So if you wanted to have glitter, you could replace the Shimmer Copper Rose with the rose gold glitter for a little more glittery eye look. So, all right. Here's experimenting happening. So never tried this one before, but just to show you how easy it is to play with it and not be afraid to mess it up, I wanted to do this live for you. So, so I'm going to start, actually I'm going to prep my eyelid. I don't always do that, but this one looks a little more complicated, so I'm going to do that and just give it a good base. And so Candlelight or just regular Sandstone Pearl is a really great base to kind of help the eyeshadows really lay flat and not, have a good smooth clean base for it so that you don't have certain colors that are sticking out more than other colors. So and if you have any discoloration or blue veins or anything on your eyes, this will quickly cover them up and give you a clean slate for your eye makeup look. So that made a big difference, just putting that on there. Just kind of gave it a clean Sweet. Also, the Candlelight, in case you guys didn't know this, is a great concealer. You can dot it on anywhere over your face. It's just got a great, slightly yellowish tone to it, which blends with so many different skin tones. So it's a great concealer all over your face. And since when it sets, it's pretty water resistant and smudge proof. It is not going to come off your face or rub off your face during the day. So that's awesome. Okay, so that should be set now. It doesn't take very long for these eyeshadows to set. And I'm looking at her picture to see. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go over where would be my transition area with the Copper Rose Shimmer. And this was what Julie and I were talking about yesterday, is what is your transition area? And it's typically just going from, it's blending this outer edge into the inside, but she used the denim mostly just down here on the edge, which I really like, and not as heavy on the outside. So I'm going to do that. And there's really no like rhyme or reason about, you can apply these in whatever order you want to apply them. I find with these it's even less, like you don't have to be specific about it, because you can put things on top of them, you know, because they set. It just doesn't really matter, because you can go back and touch things up. So Shimmer Copper Rose as the transition. All right, here goes. So I'm going to start, put a little dot out here. And because denim is such a heavy color, I don't need to really put anything underneath it. I mean, I don't have to run this one underneath it because it won't really show up. Anyway. Hopefully I don't have too much brown on my makeup brush from the garnet. I guess I should have wiped that off a little better. And I do try to clean my brushes out at least once a week. I probably should do it more than that, but I have the Synergence brush cleaning solution, and it works really, it's so fast. Just dip your brush in and it cleans them out really well. Yeah, there's quite a lot of brown on there. Okay, so we may be a little garnety into our Shimmer Copper Rose, but I think that works really well. It looks about as high up as she has hers. That was pretty not scary. Okay, so I'm going to do the highlight last. Hey, Terry. I'm trying the Sunset Trio right now, just on the side. I got the Shimmer Copper Rose in with the accidental dose of garnet over here, but I feel like the denim is going to cover that up real quickly. Okay, so definitely with these dark colors, you want to be very sparing on it. Wipe off whatever excess you can. Either put it on your hand first and then dot it on, or just be real careful with putting it on your eye, because a little bit is going to go a long way, and it's so pigmented that it's going to be really, really dark. So I like the way she has hers kind of clustered on that center part of her eye, so that's what I'm going to focus on with this one. And I'm going to go back to using my little pat brush, because I think that'll help me apply it. And again, the beauty about this is we can be light. Oh, that's going to be really pretty. We can be light, or we can make it really dark by just going back in and adding a little more product, but I don't want to be over the top. And she has false eyelashes on too, so it hides a lot of the blue on her eyes, and my eyelashes are not that thick. So while hers is much, much darker in the picture, I think for me, not having as thick eyelashes, it's going to be better to do it lighter, because the blue is going to show up so much more than it does on her. And I'm going to go just out here a tiny bit. And again, I'm not worried about keeping it perfect, because I can go back in with the other colors and cover things up if it doesn't work out. So this denim, not scary at all. If you just scrape off all the excess and use tiny, tiny dots, and have a good brush to either pat or blend it in, it's going to work really great. Okay, now I'm going to go back and do my highlight on top of it, which is the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And let's see, I feel like she has hers kind of all over the top of it, so it's kind of hard to get these lighter colors on, but and then again, I'm just going to do the because I want to keep that shimmer showing. I'm going to pat it and not rub it. Sorry, I think, oh, there it is. And then again, if you want to do a little more highlight up top, you can just pop a little bit of that up closer to your brow bone to give it a little more shimmer up there. And you can also do it right inside your eyes to give it a little shimmer right there, which is really pretty. Okay, I think that's pretty close. I'm going to add a little more. I think her Copper Rose shimmer stands out a little more, so I will add a little more of that in there. And again, I can do it in any order that I want to. I'm just basically trying to make it look like I want it to. Sorry, I hope I'm not blocking with my mirror. And I'm going to go up just a tiny bit above my crease with that shimmer Copper Rose to make it stand out a little bit more, but that's really pretty. And the blue is so subtle, it's not overpowering. Alrighty, so those two different eye looks. Got the peach with the garnet over here, and then that, whatever, sunset eye tree over there. And so now I wanted to show you guys the mascara, which is waterproof. Although I know they are launching some non-waterproof mascaras, I think in October, so we're excited about that for those of you that don't like waterproof mascara. I never liked waterproof mascara because I didn't like the way it basically tore my eyelashes out when I would go to take it off, and it was so drying. But this mascara is super, super moisturizing. It's actually so healthy. My eyelashes are much longer now and don't fall out as much because it's nourishing them instead of drying them out. So, and we have a great, excuse me, makeup remover that just basically makes it melt right off. So, but the Undersense is a lash builder, and so I'm going to do Undersense on this eye and not on the other eye, so you can see the difference. And when I'm not wanting big full lashes anymore, I'll just wear the mascara by itself. Like if I'm just running around town and I'm not really wearing much makeup. I always wear mascara just because my eyelashes are so light you can't see them. But they're definitely much fuller and longer now, especially after using the eyelash serum. They've kind of evened out now. I used to have some long ones, and then the rest of them are real short and stubby, and they've evened out now. And the great thing, this is a 2-in-1. It's got the Undersense and mascara on the other end, but I kind of ran out of the mascara, so I'm using the full size. But I love having them combined together because it makes it super easy and one less thing that you have to throw in your makeup bag. But a reminder, if you haven't tried the Undersense, it is grayish looking, and so you need to make sure that you're really, you guys make as funny faces as I do when you put mascara on. I always notice that. You need to make sure you're coating the back of it too, else you're going to have gray eyelashes. And I don't think anybody wants gray eyelashes, so. All right, that side is done. And this side, I'm just doing mascara on this side. I already forgot. So I'm just going to do the mascara so you can see the difference that they make. There we go. So I'll try to take a picture too so you can see the difference between the two. This side is definitely much fuller than this side, but this one looks great and it's not clumpy or anything. I'm not a eyelash fanatic, so I don't go back in with a comb or anything. I'm also too lazy to do that, so I think they look great. They does. Oh, okay. Joel is home with friends, so that's all I got for today. Be sure to ask me questions. If you have any about Shadowsense or if you want to play around with colors, I will bring them to you. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye.